I spent 20 years at Tektronix. I retired. I wanted to go into business for myself. I grew up in a logging family, so I told my dad, I said, I'm going to start a logging business. He said, well, I'll help you. That was the beginning of Bighorn Logging. I've been in the logging business for 44 years, and it's been a great ride.
My name is Mark Standley Jr. I'm the Vice President of Bighorn Logging. Currently, we're on one of our jobs out in Nehalem doing some tether cutting with one of our 959 grapple saws. This job here, we have a number of ELZs, which are equipment limitation zones. These are draws that we can't get equipment in. The soils are kind of soft, so that's why we have our tether machine here. There's a lot of concerns on a daily basis in the logging operation, but manpower is a big issue. And that goes not just on the logging, but on the dealer side of things. You know, it's hard to find personnel to mechanic or log. That's always a concern. I would say the logging industry in the past 5 to 10 years is probably one of the most fast-changing industries. And I think a lot of it is due to the manpower shortage, difficulty of some of the ground that's left to log, and the experience. You don't see a lot of people coming into this industry. There was another manufacturer we were working with, and I really liked the technology of the grapple saw being able to cut and yard at the same time. But we were having such a problem with service, we were not working full days. We've come to the table with John Deere in developing certain types of machines. We took our operator, and he's the one that flew back to John Deere, gave us some input on boom length, grapples, saw length, and how the machine should function. They listened to us and used a lot of our input to develop some of the current machines we're running today. They're great. When we first had them built, they were 909s. And we've since upgraded to the newer models, and now they're 959s. We have 3 of them. They're all running great. They run pretty much every day. With the combination of these 2 machines, we use a traction line drum system, which is a dual line system, hooks up to our saw. And between them 2, we were just able to tackle some pretty steep ground that a traditional logging operation wouldn't be able to do. Technology can do a lot of the work for us that we couldn't do in the first years of logging. Papé knew the value, and they could see the need for it. We were really wanting something like that to work, and I think they just needed somebody to try out what they had, and so it was a good partnership. I've always thought Papé's taking good care of us, just like we're one of them. I would say the best product is what your company's comfortable with and what your operator's comfortable with. And I think Papé does a great job of including the operator in a lot of the decision making. There's a lot of manufacturers and dealers out there, and at the end of the day, the mechanics, the service is selling the machines. They're all a good product, but if the machines don't run every day, it's no good for anybody.